Hey, this looks familiar.
Oh my god!
Oh, I'm sorry, I had to kill you again.
Oh no! Oh no, and Mama's like, he was the evil.
Yeah. So the last episode was just a bad dream.
Yeah.
It was a premonition of what could be if we answered wrong.
It was all an optical illusion.
An optical delusion. Yeah, so...
That ending didn't make any fucking sense, though.
Because they crash through and your characters are here and your characters are the ones who beat the final boss?
Yeah, and was it implying that this happened, way later?
No, it implied that it happened, right now.
That's dumb.
And then all of the demons just crashed directly through the door.
That's incredibly dumb.
Yeah, it's not that smart. It's kind of... I think they did it just because, they needed a bad ending of some sort.
I guess.
Because the first Breath of Fire had multiple endings and one of them was kind of bad.
You know what would be cool?
Huh.
You have an ending like that, and it doesn't just cut to game over.
Uh-huh.
You have that huge wave of demons, and then you fight them.
Yeah, that would be cool. And, it would be even cooler if it wasn't an infinite amount of demons.
Yeah.
And you could just fight them and win eventually. Yeah. It would just be way harder than actually going into the final dungeon and fighting things one by one.
Yeah. Or it's no, the dungeon has this many demons in them. It's just, here, go. Do it as this one long marathon fight.
Yeah.
And it's just they fall, and then the next wave just comes up. There's no transition.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
The Destined Child.
That would be ridiculously hard because the last two bosses in this game are pretty fucking tough.
Well, I mean, that would be, what's going on? It's hey, do you want to take this on like a sane person? Or a crazy person?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and if you lose, then you get they overran the world and blah 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 stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the first one, you had a choice. No, you didn't even really have a choice, per se. You had to beat the evil goddess creature.
Oh, did she explode?
Oh, no. She turned into...
a lady.
Yep.
Which makes half-dragon hybrids make a lot more sense.
Yes. Because remember, Ryu transforms into giant dragons.
Oh, yeah.
So she can, too.
Hi. I'm your mom.
Yep.
I've been lying here for 100 years. Deal with it.
Yeah, so remember how they said they needed the life of a dragon clansman to open that seal?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm your mom. I love you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I'm the mom you never really knew. Because I've been a dragon sleeping at the door the whole time.
Yeah, sorry I missed, soccer practice. And, well, pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Well, bye.
Yep, and Kat figured it out. And there she goes.
Did she, treat that as the most horrific back scratcher ever?
Probably.
Ugh.
No, I think she just, gave up the ghost. That seems to be a thing in Japanese stuff, is you can kind of choose when you die.
Yeah, it's just alright, give up.
Yep, I'm done.
It's like the easy button on suicide, that was easy.
Pretty much. It's like spoilers for Deadpool 2, but it's near the end of Deadpool 2. Anybody who's seen it will know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It's this is a lot harder than I thought. Thought you could just let go.
Okay, to the fairness of this game's credit, they planted a dozen bombs on her face.
Yeah, and she lived through it.
Which is probably where the demons came through immediately.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's oh, you want me to use my strength? Are you sure? I mean, I am hanging on by a thread.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 HP left. Are you sure?
Yeah, why are you putting this on me? I just took bombs to the face and hands.
I mean, if you're absolutely positively don't want to deal with this...
Yeah.
Alright, time to make our horrible Monster Mash team.
Hell yeah. Freaking beautiful.
On that note, we got an update on Spar.
Yeah, a friend of ours, Damien, said in the comments of one of our recent episodes. And I forgot about this. So that Spore ability you get with the Mushroom Girl version of Spar, it's worse than we thought. Not only does it just do sleep against the enemies and most of the time doesn't even work, it has the chance to get a gust of wind that blows back on you and puts your team to sleep.
Wow.
Spar is worthless.
So it's unreliable not only in the sense that it doesn't work, but can also backfire.
Yes.
That's too much.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Like, it should either be, here's a really cool ability that can backfire, or the chance it doesn't work.
Yeah, pretty much. It is awful. Spar is awful in every way.
And if it has both, it has to be something really fucking killer.
Yeah.
Like Psychics and Warhammer.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Because every time you use a psychic power in any of the Warhammer systems,
things go badly.
There's a chance you can fuck up.
Nope.
And it's amazing.
I don't remember why I'm going to this place specifically.
It looks like you're buying some items.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, I'm probably buying smoke bombs.
Oh.
Because they reduce the encounter rate. Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Because we're going into Infinity with the highest encounter rate in the entire game. It is right up there with the toilet under Evrai.
I forgot about the toilet for a minute there.
Yeah, the toilet's the best dungeon in any game ever. Changed my mind.
You know what? I'll let you believe that all you want. If that's your thing, man.
Yeah. Everybody likes ridiculous random battles and fucking mazes and tougher enemies than anywhere else in the entire game up to that point. Yeah.
No, I think it's good game design to have tougher enemies than anywhere else up until that point. But there's a degree.
No, I mean anywhere else, including optional areas. I would call those enemies harder than the ones on Giant Island.
Well, again, I would say that could be considered decent game design if that's the gate to the next level up.
I suppose, yeah. But I would almost call them tough... No, I think I would call them tougher enemies than the first section of Infinity.
Then that's bad game design.
Yeah. Like, that's me going out on a limb. These ones are obnoxious because they could do death and shit like that, which is... That's nasty, yeah. But it's not a guaranteed thing, and also, the enemies in the fucking toilet are more likely to party wipe you than these enemies are. These ones just have high defense and cast death.
They have the big numbers.
Yeah, they got the big numbers.
I do dig that one's design.
Yeah.
Little creepy ghouly guy.
Yeah. That was actually... This is a reused asset. Remember fighting Shupke in High Fort?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she had that design, except she was red.
Oh, okay.
Yup. But now we have hummus.
Delicious.
For some reason. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I think this one... Oh, yeah, this one's Racegude. Or...
Racegude.
Rasagude? I don't know. I'm not sure what it's supposed to be.
Something guard.
Probably, yeah. Wraithguard.
Wraithguard would be cool.
That would be cool, but that's not what it is.
Oh, and this is another boss reused.
Uh-huh. Good old big hand. Yeah, what's funny about that boss is you encounter lesser versions of him prior to fighting him, and then you encounter greater versions of him in this dungeon.
See, I kind of dig that. I kind of dig it when you fight a boss, and it's like, he's hard because of where you're at, but in reality, he's just kind of this middle-tier goon.
You're like talking about that demon in Dark Souls, the one that you fought in that narrow corridor first, but you can fight as a regular enemy later.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, I do dig that. I do dig that it's like, this guy isn't inherently high up, he's just kind of trying to gank you.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a good player, he's just noob sniping.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, oh, fuck, where I come from, people are fucking tough.
Uh-huh.
I'll go over here where there's a bunch of pussies. I'll just kick their ass. No problem.
Get them good XPs.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I could see that. So this dungeon is a lot, well, not a lot. It is somewhat quicker if you have Sten, because he has the ability to reach across those gaps. But obviously it's doable with any given party.
Okay.
There are some items you can't get without Sten, but I think they're specifically useful for Sten.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I've played too many JRPGs where it's like, you need a specific character to get these specific items that are either generally good or amazing for other people.
Yeah. There is one item near the end that is ridiculously well hidden, and you need Sten and Cat in her base form.
Oh, so you don't get their abilities when they're in their super forms?
No, you don't. Like, yeah, okay, so Sten in his super form doesn't have any overland abilities. I don't think any shamanized characters do in their super forms. But Sten can turn into the red monkey, and he can use his ability there. So at least there's that. But yeah, they have to have those general sprites to be able to do their abilities. And so at one point... Okay, so this item is ridiculously well hidden, and it's really not even worth it, because the only way you know it's there, specifically, is if you challenge this one enemy at the end of the game, the penultimate boss, to a one-on-one fight with Ryu. And it's really hard, because you're supposed to fight him with your whole party. If you challenge him with Ryu and win, he will tell you that there's something at the end of the dark tunnel that you fight him in. And it's, I think he says, just go up and to the right. Well, you do that, and you encounter a frickin' dead end. So what you're supposed to do is, I don't remember which order it is, but either you whack a boulder that is invisible with Cat first, and then you use Sten to cross, or the other way around. You cross, and then you whack a boulder.
And what do you get for all this?
You get some... I know it's called a Cupid's Lyre in later games, but what it does is it raises your... Well, increases your current HP by 1 for every step you take. Which is nice, but it's not worth the esoteric bullshit you have to go through to get it.
And at that point, you're just fighting the final boss.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you've got one little section left after that point, with a couple of difficult enemies that you can fight in random battles, and some treasures you can find. But it's really not that much more. Like, you can technically just go nearly straight up from where you are and fight the final boss from that point. So what the hell is the point in getting this thing that raises your... or that increase... I keep wanting to say raise and increase. It restores your health as you walk.
Oh!
Yeah.
That's even worse!
Yeah, it's not even a max HP raiser.
Because the way you said it initially, I thought it was like raising your max HP, and I was sitting here thinking
That's why
like...
I changed what I said, yeah.
That would be amazing leading up to that fight.
Yeah. It would be, but no, you just restore your hit points as you walk. And that is why I revised what I said, because that was a little confusing the way I said it at first.
Yeah.
Nope, it is totally not worth it at all. You can get it without doing the one-on-one fight, by the way. You don't get told that it's there. So there's no hint at all without doing that. And even then, like... you don't know that you need to hit the boulder with your unshamanized cat.
That's dumb.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
That's incredibly dumb.
Yup.
Like, there's some dumb bullshit in this game, and there's some dumb bullshit in Dark Souls.
Oh.
But I think that might be the dumbest.
Yeah, probably.
Like, are there any other benefits to fighting the dude one-on-one?
Bragging rights, and you get some extra dialogue.
Okay.
Incidentally, I fight him one-on-one in this, and it's the first time I've ever done it.
Ooh.
Because I didn't really think of tactics before, and you have to think of tactics when you're fighting him one-on-one, and you have to think ahead of time about which items you're taking with you and stuff. Yeah, it's, well, that's right, these do death, but they don't have enough AP. So these ones aren't that much of a threat, but later on there are.
So it's kind of telegraphing, hey, this is gonna happen.
Yeah, probably. Either that or it's just bad design, and for some reason they just didn't give them enough AP.
Or they gave them enough AP but didn't give them the right AI for it, and they would use something else first.
Possibly. I don't think they used anything else, though.
I'm not paying close enough attention.
Yeah. Like, they don't cast spells much. So I did Drain there to try and get some AP back, but I don't know if these things have AP at all. Like, I got 0 there. So it's hard to say.
This game's a mess.
It really is. It is an utter disaster. Now, those ones, those skeletons riding horses, those are the ones who can cast Death and actually have the AP to do it. And they will do it.
I'm seeing why you're focus firing on them.
Yeah.
The Ghost Rider.
Nope. Fucking Nick Cage.
He'll act on you.
Not the bees! I'm a vampire!
Piss blood!
He's so great.
He is a national treasure.
He really is. That's funny, because he had a move.
Yeah. That's the joke.
I know.
Oh my god, we shouldn't be recording at night.
No, probably not. So let's go eat some hummus instead.
Yes, eat the hummus. The fuck was that animation?
You mean him getting hit?
On Rand.
Yeah, he's weird.
What the fuck is his design?
I don't even know. He's like a mixture between some sort of beetle and a triceratops.
And a mouse.
And a mouse, I guess, yeah. Yeah, he's got a weird waggy tail, and he's kind of cute. Like, he's fucking weird. I don't know what he is.
It looks like him and Kat should have a combo attack where she just kicks him like a fucking soccer ball.
That would be amazing.
Like a fastball fastball special.
Yeah. That would be really cool. Like, I'd love to see this game remade with a bunch of different weird things. I think I probably talked about the Dragon tier, what I'd like to see.
Yeah, do it again, though.
Yeah, that's been a long time anyway. Oh, please don't kill it. I can't remember. Okay, good. Yeah, I think Rand has, like, a lot of resistances. But anyway, so my idea for the Dragon tier implementation would be, like, you can do weird stuff with your party members and whatnot, where you're, like, figuring out who likes who most, and there's some sort of possible ending thing, because that's what everybody does with relationship indicators. But I would also like to see a Dragon tier for factions, where, like, you donate to Saint Namanda, and your affinity with Namanda goes up, and that affects your ending. Or you donate to Saint Eva, and that your affinity for Saint Eva goes up. Or you do stuff for the Dragon God, and that affects your ending that way. And I don't think any of them should be bad endings. Like, if you're doing Namanda, it's like this just kind of chill ending. But if you're doing a Saint Eva thing, yes, it makes the final boss harder or something. But if you beat the final boss after doing all this affinity with Saint Eva, like, you wind up maybe converting them to the Dragon God or some other really cool ending. Like, maybe you get all of the followers of Saint Eva to realize they were wrong and they help you in the end. Like, that kind of thing would be fucking badass. And that would be a Dragon tier affinity thing, where things are just tracked. Relationships are tracked.
So, like a Mass Effect 3 system.
Kind of, yeah.
That actually affects something.
Yeah, because it's contained in a single game.
Well, most of the Mass Effect 3 stuff, when it comes to the factions, is contained to the single game.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. So yes, like that. Because I never played Mass Effect 3, so I wouldn't know exactly what you're talking about.
So Mass Effect 3, the big thrust of the game is, hey, go get help to save Earth. And so you go around and you recruit as many factions as you can.
Uh-huh.
And throughout the game, you have this bar where it's like, if you try to fight the Reapers now, you're gonna get your shit pushed in.
Uh-huh.
And the victory is like maybe, I want to say like 5/8 full.
Okay.
Like, it's kind of a weird position on it.
Yeah, yeah.
But you can fill that meter all the way up. And at least of the build I played, because I didn't do the DLC, anything beyond that point is just fluff. It doesn't actually affect anything. It's not like Mass Effect 2, where, like, yeah, you can go take on the final dungeon, but if you don't come prepared, a lot of main characters die.
Right, right.
No, this is a binary win or lose.
Okay.
And you can't move on to the final stretch of the game unless you win.
So the other 3/8 are just if you want 100% the game.
Yeah, and, like, granted, if you get everyone, the cutscene that leads into the final confrontation is like this huge movie.
Okay.
It's just like, I think it's something ridiculous, like 20 minutes long if you have everyone.
Oh, okay.
And it's like the most ludicrous epic space battle, because it's literally everyone versus the Reapers.
That's pretty cool.
And you just see all this stuff, and you get a lot of these little cutscenes where it's like, oh no, this group is about to be killed, but then this other group comes in, and, you know, shit like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But unlike the ending of Mass Effect 2, which I feel like does this perfectly, the ending of Mass Effect 3 is, you know, these are just a bunch of fuckwits. It's like, oh no, it'll be sad to see a spaceship full of Turians die.
Right.
But it's no one you know.
Right.
Or at the very least, no one you care about. Like, you might have the representative of some fleet you've met, like, once or twice. And you see him as, like, the representative of the cutscene. And it's like, oh, right, that guy. No, it would be so sad if he died. As opposed to, like, seeing party members fucking blown away.
Right. It's like Glorfindel's death in the Two Towers movie. Do you remember Glorfindel?
I have no idea who you're... I think you're making that up.
I am not making it up. And that is, the fact that you're reacting that way is exactly what I was looking for.
That name sounds made up. You're making shit up now.
Glorfindel was the leader of the elves who came to help them in their darkest hour. Do you remember when he got stabbed in the back and it started playing this sad music?
No, you're making shit up.
I can show you the part if you want.
You're fucking with me.
You got the internet right next to you if you want to look that shit up.
Look up
Glorfindel.
I'm gonna look up Glorfindel now.
Glorfindel. He's a real important character.
Oh, god damn it! It's auto-completed.
You know he's real.
Who is this fucking Prince Svigwald shit? I don't even remember this person.
Yeah, that's perfectly acceptable. You might want to look up the movie version of him.
Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, you remember that guy's face?
No.
Oh, okay, you still don't remember, I see.
This all looks like Photoshop.
Yeah, okay, so that blue picture down there is his last stand with them on Helm's Deep. And he gets stabbed in the back during the battle, and they're like, no! And everybody's like, no, it's that guy! And the fact that I remember Glorfindel is kind of amazing, because I shouldn't. I think the only reason I even remembered his name at all was because I was like, okay, who's that guy? And I looked him up later. Like, The Two Towers used to be my favorite movie back in the day. And so I'd watched it multiple times, and eventually I got curious, like, who is this fucking elf dude, and why is it so sad that he's died? And, like, he plays a bigger part in the novels, but not really, and I don't think he dies in the novels at all.
Like, I looked at Glorfindel death, and I'm seeing a bunch of these, like, paintings of dead guy.
Yeah.
But I also see him fighting a fucking Balrog, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's probably a bunch of fan stuff. You might want to type in movie or Two Towers or something like that.
Two Towers. No, it's just more of him fighting a Balrog.
That's really strange. But yeah, no, there's a scene in the movie where Glorfindel dies, and they play it like it's the saddest fucking thing. And anybody watching the movie is like, who the fuck is that? Oh, is it Haldir? Wait, Haldir. Why? Okay, what? Why does it say Death of Haldir?
Alright,
Did I get the name wrong?
I'm looking this up on a fucking wiki.
Okay, you do that.
Alright. Let's see here.
I'm not even looking at the fucking screen right now.
One of the mighty of the firstborn elves.
Uh-huh.
House of the Golden Flower. Oh, God.
He's important in lore. Yeah, just scroll down to the bottom.
Oh, he does actually fight the Balrog.
Oh, okay. So where's the last part?
After the war, after the ring's destruction, Glorfindel.
Oh, yeah. So they just move on. Okay, we'll type in Haldir because I might have gotten the name wrong.
Haldir. Images.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you could even see him dying right there.
Yeah.
And like Aragorn gets all sad. And he goes, no! And he runs to his side and then kills the orc that killed him. And it's like this real big emotional scene. And there's no reason for it to be because nobody knows who the fuck he is. Yeah, I guess he came from Lothlorien.
Yeah. Like, what it could very easily be is Glorfindel was the guy that showed up in the books.
That's possible.
And then the people writing the adaptation are like, there's no fucking way we're having a guy named Glorfindel show up. Fuck that.
I would not blame them.
It's Haldir.
Yeah.
We can respect a man named Haldir.
Uh-huh.
If some
there was probably
shows
another
up named Glorfindel, who's gonna keep Glorfindel serious?
There's probably another character named Haldir in the books somewhere who's less important. But yeah, it's just. But the point is, those Mass Effect 3 deaths are like that.
Yeah.
They're just this guy you may have seen once, and you're like, oh no! Oh yeah, there goes Cat. I don't think I'm gonna go back. If I do, I'm very sorry, everyone.
Oh no! Cat caught the dead.
Rippin' piss.
Rippin' yarn, Cat.
Uh-huh. In Yarnum? Is that where she's going?
It all makes sense.
Oh my god.
All the hunters are cats, that's why the werewolves hate them so much.
That is perfect.
That is the deepest lore.
Yes. Yeah. But now she's back, so whatever.
Yeah. She woke up from the hunter's dream.
Oh. Now we're gonna go get us some treasure.
She got slapped by Gurman.
Mm-hmm. She got slapped by Glorfindel.
Glorfindel's in the dream.
Yes.
Fighting the Balrog.
Yes.
While Haldir watches as he's being stabbed by an orc.
That's my dream. Yeah, I think he gets stabbed through the stomach and then attacked in the back of the head.
You know, I used to think Lord of the Rings was like one of the coolest things ever.
Yeah.
And then I went back and reread a bunch of it as an adult.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is dumb.
It's a lot like Star Wars in that it's stupid as fuck, but people kind of want to live in the world it's created.
I don't understand why for either of them. They're both miserable places.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, everybody's constantly at war. But I guess there's just some sort of romanticism surrounding them. Like the whole knights in shining armor thing.
Well, this is the part that always drives me up a friggin' wall. So many people, like, want to live in an Age of Heroes. Mm-hmm. And it's like, you want to know why Age of Heroes exists? Because the world is fucked. Mm-hmm. You're either a hero that has to do some serious dirt, or you're not, and you're one of the people getting fucked.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty miserable. But for some reason, we have some sort of weird romantic attraction to that kind of thing.
I guess. Well, it's like, so much of our oldest myths and oldest stories are about people being giant fucking badasses. Yeah. And it made sense back then, when we were constantly at each other's throats. Yeah. And we lived in places where, when you hear the wolves howl, it's like, oh, fuck. Uh-huh. Nowadays, the most dangerous thing is each other, and not even intentionally. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of people will go, oh yeah, the most dangerous thing is a guy with a gun in a back alley. And it's like, no, the most dangerous thing is a dumbass on their phone while they're driving.
Yeah.
The most dangerous thing is that fast food you're eating right now, as it slowly kills you.
Yeah, heart disease is the #1 killer, which is kind of an amazing thing if you think about the history of the entire planet.
Yeah.
That was not the #1 killer for most things for the longest time. Yeah, so we've got this weird sort of attraction to that sort of thing.
And I feel like one of the big attractions is it's a simpler mindset.
Yeah.
It is so much easier when the person you disagree with is literally an embodiment of evil.
Yeah.
And it's 100% cool if you just stab them.
Yeah. Yeah, and when all of your problems get solved through violence.
Yeah.
And permanently solved, for that matter. Or at least until the next big evil thing comes along. But even then, it's not like you have to worry about the social repercussions of what you've done. Everybody universally celebrates when the big evil dies.
Yeah.
As opposed to, you go and defeat your enemy, and the enemy's followers and family members decide to swear revenge on you, and then they decide that you're the big evil enemy.
And like none of their supporters or followers are gonna cause any problems.
Yeah.
Because
and then they get
with
heroes.
evil empires, one man rules alone. It's just a dude doing it.
Yeah.
I think that's why people like the idea of a lich or a necromancer as a big bad. Because it's like, it's literally one dude.
Yeah.
Everything else is just meat puppets.
You pretty much.
So you go kill the one dude and problem solved. As opposed to an evil empire, where like, you kill the one dude, and then you have all of his generals and administrators.
Yeah, all
and
of these
bureaucrats.
subordinates, many of whom have had the same plan, or the same meetings that the Emperor has gone to and all of that. They know his plans, they agree with his plans, or at least for the most part. And even if they don't agree with his plans, they still tend to agree with the aims.
Yeah.